Alright guys, here we got another fan comparison video. So I'm going to be doing a quick comparison between the old and new Midea fans. Well, the Home Essentials is technically an SMC, but it's pretty much the same design basis. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these pretty much at the same speed from each other. Uh, but yeah, first let's take a look at the differences. As you can see, the design is different. For starters, the neck brackets used, the tilting adjustment was pretty much used from a knob. That one has a spring loaded. Um, this fan uses round grills. This one is more rectangular. This has a handle, while this one doesn't. Who knows why they decided to do this? Because this is actually more convenient when you actually think about it. But yeah, other than that, the design difference is also massively different. Like the body control, as you can see, but it's not really anything that matters because this was a different time period from each other. But yeah, this uses the digital controls. Now it uses push button controls, and as you can see, the height difference is pretty insane. This fan is somehow taller than a Polonus, and it probably has to do because Midea cheapening out on their products. Well, this one is technically an upgrade, but it's pretty much the same thing as that one in terms of performance, which we will see in a bit. Now, otherwise, this fan is a lot lighter compared to the Polonus, despite being shorter. And it's because this has weight underneath the base for some random reason. In these bases, the weights tend to break. So that's not really a good design right there. Now, blade hub design is also different from each other when you look at it. This one is a bit smaller. Also, the blade pitch, I would say it's similar to each other. It's barely different. So, they should perform the same, but the difference is that the motors, they're not powered the same way. This one runs faster, this one runs slower, so the high speed on this is technically on low on this one. So I'm going to set this one on low, and then full power. Now, in terms of sound difference, this one produces a very deep rumble, and because the badge is rattling, because it's held out by clips, it's producing this high-pitched noise. You don't hear that with the Home Essentials, but it is producing a choppy sound. Now, in terms of airflow, they should run the same. Yeah, hold on. Alright, so this is below this. Blows a lot of air. Pretty much almost at the center, but for some reason it doesn't do that at the edges. But yeah, the airflow is decent, as you can see there. Essentials. Alright, let's test it. So obviously this comparison is not going to be almost equal because this one has the high speed on this one is in between the medium and low in this one. Yeah, this is as fast as it can run. This one has a weaker motor. But here is the distance airflow. I think I'm at that's decent. So I would say performance is almost different, but there's barely any difference in performance. But this one has a larger air volume when you actually think about it. So if I were to switch the blades, I want to see how fast this one will run because I feel like this one's lighter compared to that one. So let's shut both of these off real quick. Let's take a look at them. So we're going to do the same thing as we did with the Galaxy fans video. So we're going to swap the blades and take a quick look at it. So it turns out that this blade is actually kind of lighter to this one. So the low speed on this one runs similar to the high, well actually the medium speed on this one runs similar to the high speed on that one now. So this should not be rigged anymore. So let's try it out. Medium and high. Yeah, so there's going to be quite some turbulence now, so let's turn this way up. Let's see here. So we'll do this. Alright, this is about to turn to a destruction video soon. Well, let's not try that right now. But, yeah, performance with these blades is almost the same, I would say. Yeah, they really are. Well, actually, this one has... The airflow on that one is actually stronger. Let's take a look at the distance test now. So there's this blade set. Yeah, the breeze seems to be very gentle when you walk a bit away from the fan. Now let's try this design. And I suspect that the air volume is actually a lot stronger. It really is. Let's take a look at that. So this redesigned blade is actually much better compared to this one. Because just look at how gentle that breeze is. And it's very choppy too. Like at certain times it's blowing a good amount of air and at certain times it's not. Well, this one is raging constantly. Just look at that. It's crazy. So, in terms of performance, this one actually beats that one. So, yeah. It really should come to no surprise, but I was actually impressed myself. I was not anticipating that, to be honest with you. But yeah, this blade did have a bit more weight to this one. But in terms of pitch, actually, I didn't even notice it correctly. But yeah, despite both of them being similar, the design of of the blade hub, has pretty much everything to do. This one is more correct when you look at it right. As you can see, the design, this is pretty much straight, and the pitch is pretty much going to the back. While this one is pretty much relying on the trailing edge to go forward. So yeah, the design of these two blades, they're massively different, and therefore it's no wonder why this one actually outbeat this blade. So Midea actually made the right decision to upgrade their blades, so that is very impressive. So that will be it for the comparison video. So that's the comparing the GD Midea fans, old versus new.